for having me. Appreciate it.
Do you have a favorite piece of memorabilia?
You have a bunch in your office.
Well,
Bats and balls and whatnot.
yeah, I mean, I've got a fungo collection that I started in when I started coaching in I don't know, a long time ago. But I've got probably 30 fungos that I just have behind. It's on in a display behind that's probably my number one. It's not a BYU memorabilia, but every one of my fungos, which for those people who don't know, a fungo is what a coach uses to throw up a ball and hit it. That's what I do in life, is throw a ball up and try to hit it all day long. But yeah, every one of those fungos has a memory and specific meaning to me. So that's kind of cool.
Like a journal, right?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit. Yeah, each one of them has a different season, a reason I got it, and so that's probably mine.
What is it like as the coach of BYU, as you interact with other people? Like, do you try and get a picture, or do you still ask for autographs at some point? Or is it just like, oh, I met this person? How does that work with you at this point?
For me asking, or?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really been an autograph guy or a collector of stuff like that. In our office right now, we've got an incredible collection from Babe Ruth to, of baseballs that we auction off every once in a while. And I'll look at them every once in a while, and I mean, there's DiMaggio and Seaver. I mean, there's anything you could possibly want. We've got in our office. We had a donation given to us a couple years ago, and there's nothing in me that says I need to have this ball. And there's just nothing. I don't know why, but I've just never been a guy like that. I did ask when Wally Joyner was playing for the Angels. I was in college. We were down there in spring training, and I asked Reggie Jackson for his autograph down there, and he walked right by me. And I said something smart aleck to him, and then he kind of yelled at me a little bit, like said he was going to kick my blank, and so since then that might have scared me off from asking for autographs after that. Yeah, it was good.
I've only asked for one autograph during this whole time at BYUtv. I've been like, I'm not going to be that guy. I'm a member of the media, whatever.
Did Spencer give it to you?
No.
Oh.
It was Tony Gwynn.
Oh, nice.
When he was the San Diego State head coach in like 2006. I was like, I got to get Tony Gwynn. I'm really glad I did. Like,
and he gave it to you.
Yeah, and he gave it to me, and he couldn't have been nicer about it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
He was great.
A good one to get.
Yeah.
Selfies have replaced autographs.
Probably, yeah. Just a written autograph doesn't mean anything anymore. It's got to be. If it's not on Instagram, it's not in a selfie. It didn't happen, right?
Yeah, exactly. If it's not on the internet, it doesn't exist.
It didn't happen.
Can we get a selfie later, Mike?
Let's do it, please. I was going to ask you, but I was too embarrassed.
The head baseball coach of BYU with us on BYU Sports Nation, as mentioned tonight against Utah. How does this game impact the direction and the remainder of your season? Because it's non-conference, but it is the rivalry.
Yeah, non-conference, but it's a huge game. I mean, it's just the 4 times we play Utah are 4 of the biggest games we play, and so we're always honest about saying how important that game is. But for this particular team, I mean, I think it's been so up and down. I mean, at times there's nights that we can come out and beat any team in the country, and then there's nights that we feel like we can't score a run, and it's a little bit unnerving as a head coach, because you send the first inning, you kind of like get a feel for, oh, today's one of those days we're going to really struggle, or it feels pretty good, we're going to we should score 10 runs. And so you never really know until the first pitch is thrown, which is a little unnerving, as I said. But we're seeking confidence. I think that's the biggest thing. Just confidence 1 through 9, confidence in pitchers with hitters and hitters with pitchers. And the only thing we've done really well this year is play defense. I mean, consistently we played great defense. And our pitchers have really stepped up and done a nice job for us. We're 18 and 16. If you're over 500 in college baseball, you've got a good team. We want to have a great team. We want to be 25 and 10 or 30 and 5. I mean, that's what we're seeking after. But this team lacks a little confidence once in a while, and there's days we'll show up and we'll have it. And so hopefully tonight, keep your fingers crossed. We've got that.
Who's the starting pitcher tonight?
Well, Bo Burrup will start tonight. It's going to be a staff night. He'll probably go 2, and then I'll just script it out. So each guy will have an inning, which we
Typical
do.
Kind of Tuesday.
Yeah, kind of a Tuesday thing right now. If we go back a little bit to the first of the season, Ryan Brady, freshman from Park City, was slotted as our number 2 starter. Ended up having Tommy John about 4 weeks ago, so he's out for the year. And then we lost Riley Gates, our closer. Mm-hmm. So that moved everybody into different roles. And so what we're doing now is we're starting Jordan Wood on Thursdays, Hayden Rogers on Fridays, and then to be determined on Saturdays, just to find out who's most healthy and what it looks like. But it's like at this time of the season, it's game by game. All hands on deck, and we have to win Thursday, then we have to win Friday, and then we'll worry about Saturday. But now it's Tuesday. We need to win tonight.
Obviously, you want to take care of business
Yep.
against Utah. 18-16 overall, as you mentioned, 7-8 in West Coast Conference play. You've got San Diego coming into Provo for a critical 3-game series. What's the mood of the team right now as you float around the 500 mark overall and in league play?
Well, I think it's good. I mean, nobody's packed it in. You know, I think we realized we were talking before we came on air how everybody's beating each other up. Santa Clara is much better. Portland's much better than they were. Pacific is better. So the traditional bottom 3 teams in our league are beating other teams, which makes it nice. We're 7-8, but we're 2 games out of a playoff spot. And as the other thing, everybody else, we've got 3 games to make up in the win column. So we're 3 games short because we bye last week, and so that's nice for us as well. So we got to keep playing. We have four league series left. And if we win our series, we're going to be in the playoffs. If we're not, then we won't. It's just that simple.
We made a big deal a few weeks ago about you saying it's a must-sweep series against, was it Santa Clara?
Santa Clara, yeah.
Have you thought about going to the well again that way?
Yeah.
It worked at home.
worked
He got
out
all
well.
3.
Well, you look at certain teams. I mean, San Diego's a team that's going to be 500 in our league, it looks like, this year. And
They've always been really good.
they've been good. I mean, probably talent-wise, they're the most talented. I mean, they have a USA Nick Sprengel, who's a USA baseball pitcher. I mean, on the USA team, 93, 95, left-hander. He's just not throwing strikes this year. And they've got another kid, Murphy, who's a left-hander that's got the same velo. He's not having a great year. His ERA is around 5, and so they're kind of having the similar year we are. They've got a really good team, but they're just underachieving just a little bit. So you don't really plan on sweeping San Diego, but Santa Clara is a team that they're much better this year, but traditionally that's a team that we sweep. I mean, we have to, especially at home. And so that's why I made those comments. And really, I just wanted to make our team aware that, hey, we need to sweep these guys to give ourselves a chance. And looking back now, if we win 2 or 3, you know, at this point in our season, every game matters. And if we try to sugarcoat and say it doesn't, we're probably just lying to them. And they probably know that already too.
Yeah, and you did it, but you needed some dramatics to do it too.
We did.
And maybe the extra motivation and conversation added to that.
Yeah, I doubt it, but I would like to think that. But you never know what's going to – you just never know. I've tried everything this year as far as patting them on the back, getting mad at them, you know, just telling them let's persevere. But it's a veteran team. I mean, we've got guys who've been around the block a little bit that they know what it takes to go win league games. I mean, and if you have a bunch of freshmen, you can understand the up and down. And that's what's kind of hard to take with this team is that we have a lot of guys who have been around, a lot of guys who are at a regional. And it's just, you know, maybe the pressure a little bit, maybe guys who were under the radar last year that now need to step up just aren't willing to accept that role. But for me, it's like, man, at any time, and I thought this a month ago, at any time we're going to get rolling and go on a 20-3 run like we have the last couple of years. And hopefully that's going to happen today.
Now, typically, 15 to 16 wins in league puts you in a good place to be in the top 4 for the postseason tournament. And doing the math, if you win the next 4 series, you go 8-4. That puts you right at 15.
So
Yeah.
no pressure, just win the next 4 series.
Well, and the other thing is, too, we're playing San Francisco, playing San Diego, and St. Mary's, the teams that are right there with us, and so we knock them off. And then if we get to that point, Pacific might be a must-sweep series, so at the end of the season.
All right, Mike Littlewood. Good luck tonight against Utah. Let's give you some BYU Sports Nation karma
I'll
for
take
that.
it. I'll take it.
Let's go ahead and extend it through the weekend as well for San Diego.
Yeah,
okay?
we don't know
Let's just go through the end of the season. How about
I don't
that?
know how powerful it is, how long it lasts.
Yeah.
Shelf life, exactly.
Yeah, we'll
All right.
learn that.
Thanks,
But,
guys.
we appreciate